Hi all, and welcome back to Recruitable University. My name is Ahmed on today's recruitment program. So we are on module 3 on talent acquisition, acquiring and getting the right candidate. So we've covered on this lesson, on this topic so far, job posting and advertising, building and maintaining a talent pool, always updating your candidate database. Now we'll be talking about implementing and managing an application tracking system, a way that you can manage all your applicants and anyone that's applied for any vacancies at your company. So first and foremost, the best way to do this is to candidate screening. So screen your candidates, asking the right questions on one call. A common mistake people make in recruitment is they ask some questions and they forget to ask other questions, and then they pick up the phone to call the candidate again, and sometimes they can't get hold of the candidate again, or you just look very incompetent and the candidate has lost interest. So it's very, very important that you get everything on one call and one call only. The way I look at it is, I say to everyone as well, is once you're speaking to a candidate, assume that this candidate won't pick up your next call. Make sure you get everything that you want to say to them on this call, and you look very professional as well. You don't look professional if you ask half questions and then you pick up the phone and ask again, and then pick up the phone and then ask. You just sound very, very incompetent. So screen your candidate, ask the right questions, know everything about your candidate. Your candidate is your product. What you are sending to your client is your candidate. You are saying, I've got a fantastic candidate that can do X, Y, and Z. But if you do not know your product, it's going to be impossible for you to sell your candidate to your client, and therefore you'll probably not make anything at all. So where people go wrong is lack of understanding regarding their candidates. They don't ask the right question. Therefore, in turn, they don't know the right answer. When a client says to you, we're interested in this CV, how far can this person travel? You didn't ask this question. So it's important to know how far can this person travel? What sort of rate are they looking for? What are their competencies? Hey, Ahmed here. I hope you're finding value in this video. If you need any free advice or help with your recruitment agency, or you're thinking of starting your own agency but have some questions, feel free to join our weekly Q&A. You may have seen some clips from it on my page. I'll post a link in my Telegram community, which is completely free to join. I don't even need your email or phone number, and I'll personally be there to answer any of your questions. The link is down below for those of you who are interested. Now let's get back to the video. Sees what are their do's and their don'ts. What can they do? What can't they do? And try to get everything all on one call. Another thing that's very, very important as a recruiter is that you tie all loose ends, meaning that if a candidate speaks to you on the phone during lunchtime and they say to you, give me a call back at 6 p.m., that you diarize it, that you organize yourself. Another common, and it probably looks, you probably say this is something simple to me. It's, it's irrelevant to me, but I see a lot of recruiters where they go wrong is they do all the hard work of cold calling, they do all the hard work of emailing, and they go wrong when it comes to organizations not following up. If a candidate says to you follow up and you don't follow up, literally you look at it is that you've just lost out on a deal. And that deal could have been worth 10 grand. So to follow up calls, CBL. I can't stress enough how important a CBL, a callback list is. A callback list is basically any candidate that you try to speak to during the day. So during the day, your candidates are busy just like yourself. If I call you 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, more than likely you may miss my call because you're at work or you're busy uh, doing some sort of work. Now, your candidates are the same. They may not answer your phone during the day. That's why you have a callback list. I have a list of everyone I want to speak to outside of working hours. So whether that is, I used to do this in my early days of recruitment. What I used to do was on my way home, I used to have a list of, let's say, 15 people that I wanted to contact, which I believed that they were the right fit for the vacancies that I was hiring for. And if I had a chance to speak to them on the phone, I'm very confident that I could close them. So what I do is I make a callback list of those people, and on my way home, whether you're on the train, on the bus, or you're on your drive home, or you're walking home, whatever, you just get on the phone to them and just say, hey, have you got a minute? Best time I used to find is anything after 6 o'clock. The golden hour for me was between 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. That is the time where generally people are more relaxed. They've come home, they're not as busy. Sometimes you find them sitting on the sofa watching something or just scrolling on their phone, and then you call them and they are more open to speaking to you. They are a lot more relaxed. They give you the time in a day, and there's less competition. Let's face it, a professional gets maybe 10 to 15 potentially calls a day from so many different agencies. So they haven't got the time. You're just another recruiter just hounding them during a busy period. But not many recruiters actually call during the quieter time. So this is a time where you literally it makes a huge difference. I can't tell you how many like deals I've closed during these times between 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Don't go too late, then then it becomes a bit evasive where you're just invading the privacy, where you're just contacting them during unsociable hours. So try to have a time where I would say 9 o'clock is the sort of the latest 9 o'clock UK time. That is, it's the latest I would contact someone. And anything after 6 o'clock, I find that people are either gone home already or they are on their way home and they've got more of a time to speak to you. So this is something that you should do. Follow up calls. Always follow up on calls. If someone says to you, and this is what I mean by tying loose, and if someone says to you, give me a call tomorrow, a not so smart recruiter will say, okay, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Whereas a sharp recruiter will say, okay, what time tomorrow? Tomorrow afternoon. Okay, what time in the afternoon suits you? Should we say 2 o'clock? Perfect. I'm going to put a note in my diary to give you a call at 2 o'clock. Another thing is when a candidate says to you, I'll forward you my CV. A not so smart recruiter will say, all right, perfect. I look forward to receiving your CV. Cool. You put the phone down. The day goes by, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. You may not receive a CV. But a sharper recruiter, what they'll say is, when can I expect to receive your CV? You'll get it from me this evening. All right, perfect. What I'll do is I'll put a note in my diary for tomorrow morning just to give you a quick follow-up call in case I don't receive your CV tonight. Is that okay? Yeah, that's absolutely fine. And that's it. What you literally, that's just, all you did is an extra 10, 15 seconds of work, but you make a huge difference in terms of an actual sell versus a lost lead. So it's important, follow-up calls, organize yourself, have a callback list. Any candidate that you think they will be able to do the vacancy that you have, then put them on I'll make my own Excel sheet, or you can make your own little Word document. So you can literally just go on sort of Notepad, for example, and write down all the people during the day that you want to speak to tonight, and email yourself these people. And then just as on your walk home or wherever you are, just go from your phone, just click on the name, on the number, and start dialing. Another important way of keeping an applicant tracking system is, once you've done all that hard work of getting you scrape all the candidates from online, all these job boards or LinkedIn or whatever. Now you've got a good amount of candidates data. So you got emails, numbers, name. I can't stress how important that data is. That data honestly is worth, your company is your database. Without that database, your company is worth nothing. Literally, my company is worth zero. The name doesn't sell. It's my data that sells. So your data storage has to be on point, where whether you have a CRM. So a CRM is like a software, and I will show you a few examples of some CRMs that we have. So one of the ones that I use is Vincere recruitment software. So this software here, what it does is it just stores. Okay, I thought there'll be a picture of it here somewhere, but not to worry. So you've got here, this is a recruitment software. What it does, it stores all of your candidates, their names, their numbers, their email addresses onto that CRM for you. And from that CRM, you can email people from that program. And again, you don't have to have a CRM initially once you're starting. And that's why I said you can even have Cloud Drive, OneDrive, an Excel sheet. Excel sheet works wonders, by the way. Putting everyone on an Excel sheet, you name, numbers, emails, postcode, location. So it's very much organized. And later on, if you are looking for a candidate, let's just say in Liverpool, you just go on your Excel sheet, search by Liverpool, and you can just pull up all the people in the Liverpool area and reach out to them. So very, very important that you have a good method of storing your database whether it's on a cloud drive, an Excel sheet, a CRM. And I hope you enjoyed it and you've taken much benefits from these lessons, and I'll see you in the next one.